some magic sauce and stuff. Oh, that's another thing. You're going to catch on to all of my mannerisms.
Yep. I look forward to it.
Okay, so generally when I invite lovely people to my channel, what I will do is make them draw, because a lot of people don't have motivation to draw, so I'm giving them motivation. And what I do is that I will ask my viewers to submit some topics. I'm just gonna start from the top and we're gonna see what goes.
Okay, great.
A tap dancing banana, a barbershop quartet but with green beans that have 2 big bow ties, a taco cat, a flamingo because Florida, or a tree but the fruits are different forms of technology. Okay, cool. Which one would you like to draw?
I would like to draw a tree, but the fruits are different types of technology.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna draw the flamingo because Florida. I was about to say because technology, but
because technology.
Florida.
I'm gonna draw a flamingo because technology.
Because technology.
Yeah, cool. That makes perfect sense. Am I the worst artist you've had doing this little segment?
We're gonna find out.
Am I the first person who's done this who doesn't draw ever?
Yes.
Well, there we go. I think we have our answer.
So I've got some more tools if you so desire, if you want to look through these, or if you want just like really beefy pencil. We're just gonna draw and talk. That's
like
all
it.
It's gonna be. And
we're gonna draw.
We're gonna draw, and people are gonna get to know you, and that's how it's gonna work. Just ignore my awkward bangs and this floof that's going on. I
Awkward
can't help
bangs?
it.
What does that
mean?
mean?
Oh, you don't. You say fringe, don't you?
Oh, yeah. I use the word fringe.
Americans say bangs.
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 Did not. Well, I've learned something new already. Trees live on the ground.
In real life, you're an actor?
Yes.
Theater or what kind of stuff specifically?
So, my background is in theatre, and the majority of my career has been in musical theatre. So, I've done musicals like Blood Brothers. I did that for a few years. I was in a tour of Jeff Wayne's musical version of The Waterworld, which is how I met Carrie, Hope Fletcher. And so, yeah, most of the stuff I've done has been theatre.
That's exciting.
Yes.
I feel like this always brings out how not great I am at remembering what certain animals look like. This might be a little toucan-ish. We're gonna find out.
So you've been in the UK for 4 months now.
I have.
How has it been?
Cold.
Yes.
That's generally
it
my
has
go-to
been very
answer.
cold, hasn't it?
I feel like I'm slowly getting used to it though.
Have you been to Scotland yet?
Yes, I went to Edinburgh.
Yes.
Yeah, I went
the
to
capital.
Edinburgh.
That is a beautiful city.
Where are you from?
I'm from about 2.5 hours north of there, from Aberdeen.
Yeah, I'm excited for the summer here because I imagine that your summer is something like Phoenix winter, where it's just nice.
Yeah, good luck with that.
I'm hopeful. Let me have my hope for the next few months.
I need my hope.
It's all I have left in these public times.
What do you think of Londoners, on the whole?
I like London.
But what about Londoners?
Londoners?
Yeah.
It's a mixed bag. We have a lot of different cultures. And
Yeah.
It's really cool.
Yes, we are very well known for our multiculturalism.
I just made this flamingo so creepy. How are the things? That's an interesting shape to have for a tree.
I know. It's a very well kept tree.
It's interesting seeing how different people approach like the basic shape of objects.
Yeah.
Because like I would not approach it this way. Like I would not think to draw a tree like this.
It's unique.
My hair is just never gonna listen to me ever again. It doesn't like it here. What other YouTubers do you watch? That's a good question.
I'm a massive fan of anything sketch related. So
That's good.
yeah, so Jack and Dean, brilliant. Tom Ska, College Humour. Are they called Hog and Foil? There's something like that. But anything sketch related. Obviously, Carrie, Pete Bucknell, Gary C, Neon Fiona, Madzors, Echo Gillette, obviously.
Do you watch any of my awkward art videos?
Yes.
Have you learned anything?
We just made a video with my drawing. What do you think? What YouTubers do you watch?
Changes constantly.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's what's so good about the platform. There's just so much options.
You're constantly being introduced to new people. Okay, what YouTubers do I watch? The Third Pew, for sure. He's awesome. You heard of The Third Pew? He's cool. I just started watching a bunch of Wheezy Waiter.
Who's that?
You don't know Wheezy Waiter?
No.
Ooh, he's awesome. He's hilarious. He's just really good at like writing comedy and like intersplicing kind of skits into his videos.
Oh, nice.
He's really good. I'm sure you know the Vlog Brothers, right?
Yeah.
So you know Crash Course?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he's the one who does Crash Course Government.
Oh, wow, okay.
He recently did a collab video with Hank Green, I think.
I was just about to say there,
Yeah.
I'm a massive fan of both of them.
Yeah, the Vlog
Hank and
Brothers
John.
are awesome. But yeah, Wheezy Waiter's really hilarious. He's another person that I've been watching recently.
It does. It switches all the time, doesn't it?
Yeah, it changes constantly. I've been watching Hannah and Crystal's videos naturally, the art trio.
Banana Jemana? She's really
Oh, okay, I know who you're talking about. Yes, I follow her on
good. I
Twitter.
think it's Banana Jemana.
I don't know. I just look at and see letters and say Banana Jamma.
Yeah,
Is
we're
it-
talking
that
about the
what
same
it-
person.
We're talking about the same person.
She does the
though.
like incredible Disney drawings.
But yeah, she's another like really prominent YouTube artist. Oh, Chloe. Chloe's always like my jam. Scarf Demon.
Okay.
You know, yeah, I've been watching Markiplier again.
Slow Mo Guys obs. And
Guys.
also old school YouTube, Will It Blend? It's still going.
Is it really?
I think just less regularly, yeah.
It's always crazy finding out like viral things from when you were in high school. and,
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
From years ago are still going. That's always really crazy.
That's the thing, when like videos went viral when I was at school, because I'm old, it wasn't YouTube. It was like other sites.
Oh, it was like back when people used to email viral videos to each other. and,
Well,
like,
I'm
links and
I'm
stuff.
29, so yeah, YouTube started at like the year I left school. So like the viral videos when I was at school was like Star Wars Kid.
I remember when people used to like email links back and forth before there was like a site to house them all.
Yeah, yeah. It was all over the place, yeah.
But when I remember that happening, I didn't have an email address. I think I had my first email address in like 2004, 2005.
Yeah.
And the reason that I opened an email address was just so that I could get on RuneScape. Oh, that's so old. I stopped playing because someone hacked my account. I'm so mad about that.
Wowzer. What, do you remember the first website you ever went on?
Ever Neopets. I'm pretty sure it was a Neopets.
Cool.
Neopets was my first like taste of internet fame because I used to make these things called screenies. So screenies are essentially like web comics where you can take screen caps of everything you're doing in Neopets and then draw around them.
Right,
So you can
okay.
turn them into like one panel, two panel comics.
Cool.
And then you just put them on your pet pages and then you can send out links.
Oh, cool.
And then they can come and like look at your screenies. And so I had a fairly successful screenie game going on for a while. And then they updated Neopets and it made it run slower. So I couldn't
that
load
was the end of
pages,
that.
And it just broke my habit of playing Neopets.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is so sad. But they actually had like an analytics tool too, where you could actually go in and see how many people each day were looking at your
Even back
page.
then?
Yeah, so it's like
That's cool.
I've been like conditioned to be able to do YouTube.
That's cool. The first website I ever went on is just such a stereotype. It's ridiculous.
What?
The first ever website I went on, growing up in Scotland, was a webcam that updated every minute over Loch Ness to see if you could spot the Loch Ness Monster. I mean, how hilarious is that?
That's beautiful.
I didn't spot him. I was upset.
Aw, someday.
Someday.
Someday. The internet has changed so much. I also miss, I don't know how to say this, but how lax copyright was. If you wanted to make something creative, you could take whatever source material you wanted and pile it together in whatever way you wanted and put it out there and share it with people. But now, if there's like the tiniest ounce of something from some big corporation, they can take it from you.
Yeah, yeah.
And that just, it's kind of soul crushing in terms of creativity.
Yeah, yeah. I see. I know what you mean. Yeah, now it's a very, because now there's big money involved. It's very regimented.
You know Neil Ciceriga?
No.
He did Harry Potter Puppet Pals.
Dumbledore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's one of those people who kind of founded the weird side of the internet.
Cool.
He's super awesome, and he makes these like really cool mashups of songs. And he just released another album, and like one of the songs has already been like kind of taken down for copyright reasons.
Okay.
And even though it's like a mashup, and he's taken these things and used them as source material, bigger companies don't care.
And it means that when you're not sure about something, like, is this infringing? You just don't do it because you're like, I don't want to get in trouble. Which I understand why, because people want to protect their livelihoods and stuff, but it can be makes it very difficult sometimes.
Yeah, it's hard because I feel like a lot of creative stuff comes from like inspiration. It's inspired by other things, and then you take things and reuse them in a new and like exciting way. But there's just like certain things about copyright law that I don't.
It's hard,
like.
isn't it?
Yeah, they just seem very unjust.
I'm pretty much done.
Yes.
In fact, I am done.
All right. So
Excellent
you can't
work.
see any of. This is my flamingo that you can't see. Okay, so I don't completely remember what flamingos look like, and I'm just gonna show it off in B-roll. Okay, it's gonna be like sexy B-roll.
Sexy B-roll footage.
B-roll footage. Okay. So I drew him with this like very awkward like hand thing that was partially an accident, but he just looks like he's got like evil claw hands now. There's certain things that I don't remember about flamingos, like for example, they have this, right? Don't they have like
I
a
don't
black?
know. I think so.
I feel like one of the hardest parts about being an artist without like source material is remembering how things actually look in real life. Just gave him like this awkward
I feel like the strongest thing about this picture is the expression. This one's got sass.
this one's sassy because Florida.
Because Florida.
Or have you seen the video of someone pointing out like Kansas and Arkansas? They're spelled the same way but with an AR.
No.
Yeah, they're spelled the same way, and it's like, why is this one Kansas and this one not
Yeah.
Arkansas?
Because it's just fascinating, the words that we use and where they come from and how we say them, and just accents in general are fascinating. Because obviously you're American and I'm Scottish, we have a big similarity in our accents, which is the rhotic R. So you would say car.
Yeah.
Here in England they'd say car, whereas I'd say car, whereas you would pronounce the R
Yeah,
as well.
see,
That's a
like-
rhotic R.
That's good.
Can you roll your R's?
Armando. That's a good question. A lot of people can't.
If you go to like somewhere like Glasgow, say, they would say like girl as opposed to girl. Girl.
Like a slight.
Rather than it being rolled, it's like tapped. So the Rihanna song, Only Girl in the World, could be pronounced like Only Girl in the World.
Ghetto. Oh, I can feel it. Ghetto.
Girl in the World. So you're not rolling it, but you are tapping it in
Yeah,
the same
yeah.
way that you would start that. Rrr,
It's like a
girl
half
in the
roll.
world.
Ah, that's interesting. Yeah,
Yeah.
it happens a lot in Spanish.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like one of those weird things that I forget not everyone can do.
But you can, and I can.
Yeah, we're victorious.
Check us out. Do you want to see my picture?
Yes, yes.
So I was
Okay,
asked to draw a tree, but the fruit is technology.
Oh, that's actually really clever. I didn't
Okay.
even catch that.
So here we have a selection of.
Why did you put the leaves off to the side?
So here you have a keyboard and a screen. You got a laptop. You got some mobile phones.
Kind of.
Yeah, you got that's a mouse. That's probably not as clear, that one.
So I feel like this is kind of like a common way that like people who don't draw trees is they'll build a circle.
Yeah, as you
it's
said
like-
in the video we made, start with a circle, and I just really ran with it.
Everything starts with a circle, I think. But like, yeah, this is not how I would draw a tree. But it's like seeing this, I could do something with this shape
Yeah.
to make a tree.
Yeah.
Although I don't know why you made it so furry.
Yeah, I kind of got. It kind of looks like wood now.
It looks furry.
Yeah, so that's what I came up with.
These almost look like turtles.
Yeah, they're bad. They're bad. Not
They're
enough.
not
Not
bad,
enough work
they're
was
just
done there.
turtles.
They're not getting hold of my face. That's my pride and joy. I mean, not my face. The face I drew in the video on my channel.
Yeah, you'll have to like watch that to see. It's very it's face. I get some of the best fan art. That's like the best part about having an artist community. I love the fan art.
I
The fan
got
art's
someone drew me
gorgeous.
ages ago, and they turned me into like a rabbit because it like went. I think they went wrong somewhere. And they were like, "I'm not going to stop though," and they just gave me bunny
Rabbit?
ears, and it was awesome.
I get a fair amount of like me as a rabbit. Sometimes it's like a wolf.
If anyone's watching this and would like to draw me as a wolf, I would love that. At Jonny Vickers.
Do it. Just do it for me. I'll retweet it.
Do it.
Draw a decent picture. I'll retweet it.
Do it.
So I always give awesome points to my lovely viewers who
Mhm.
get all the way to the end. When I do collab videos, I like to let my guest person choose how many points. Try not to inflate the system because they have a value and we don't want to break the bank.
You can have 517 awesome points.
Exactly 517.
There's literally no reason for that number.
I accept that.
In case you search for me on YouTube, I am called Jonny Vickers, but my channel is called I Read Books in Nightclubs. It's a misleading title, it's not really about books. Sometimes it is.
I'm gonna stop being Christmas. I'm gonna go. And...
Yes, green.
Why did you wear green to my collab?
How could you?
How dare you?
I just like to really show, the shades, dynamics.
You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you going to do? Are you doing internet magic?
I'm doing internet magic.
I hope I'm a rainbow. I hope I'm not have a whale across my front.
Ah,
Internet magic.
Internet magic. This is how you internet magic. I'm a magician. Yeah.
Woo!
I'm gonna call it done there.
Sweet A.
Ba-ba.
Smell manure. Andrew Robertson.